FLOODTIDE May 10th, 1940. The German invasion of Belgium began without a hitch. Crucial to the success of the invasion was the capture of various bridges. The 3rd Panzer Division was ordered to ensure 2 bridges on the Diel Canal. The garrison of the Diel sector were determined to hold the Germans off. The ensuing battle proved to be a long and bitter one for the Germans, as they had little room to maneuver and the Belgians were well dug in. I'm playing the Belgians. Don't shoot at the airplane, just repeating yourself. Six-man kill. We're very likely going to lose this, but we're going to try to hold them off as long as we can. Hopefully this isn't too long though. 16 turns. Field guns. So we have crappy artillery. They would be sort of okay. Are they used as anti-infantry guns then? They do have some armor-piercing ammunition, so anti-tank guns, I suppose. Other way, we have a green army, including command units, so we're not going to be able to hold off any defense. Might be able to hold on to a few of these if we destroy the bridge. They have rifle, light machine guns, and grenades, so we're not going to be able to do that. What do we have? Does this one have? Pretty much the same crap. Yep, we have lightly armed infantry, some fortifications, some machine guns. That's it. And some cavalry. Which is already routed. And green, yeah. Yep. And they have tanks. Crap. Well, it doesn't mean we can't attack them. And this, well, these have fairly decent guns. Someone else is going to have to draw fire though. There's no point having people here. They're not going to come here. The same with this. We might be able to hold our position and fire on some infantry, but ooh, cavalry. Let's move in. More cavalry. I'm sure we have nice positions here, but frankly, there's no point keeping them. Even if they land here, it's not like a single group of reinforcement is going to be able to protect anything. So we're much better off concentrating these at least into groups that might stand a chance against some kind of enemy contact. That's a good dug-in position for you. Can't see shit. Yeah, these positions are terrible. They're just terrible. This is something that we might be able to hold on to. By hold on to, I mean delay the enemy for a few seconds before we lose it. But this is you might get a tank or two with this, but there's after that it's over. You have nowhere to run and stay in cover. It's just over at that point. There's only there. Well, the infantry might come through other ways, but there's no point really staying here. We might keep the command unit there if we have it. Yeah, but yeah, this is just a terrible terrain overall. I guess we might as well hold position. There simply aren't good positions for us there. So don't shoot at that, you stupid port. I was supposed to fire with it, try to get the tanks. Okay, at least the infantry stopped their progress at the bridges then. And they shot quite a bit. So. Yeah, this weaponry is not good enough to really do anything. No, we're going to have to lose this position. That's not a problem. What I want is that they'll sort of focus on trying to take it. We might be able to damage something like that. Yeah, they have an 88 right there then. We're all gonna die. Ah, it's retreating. Well, that makes sense, it got shot quite a bit. But you, what can you see? Accuracy 11%. The 88 would be a nice target too. The thing is, that 88 isn't gonna go anywhere from there. It's going to destroy us on the next turn. Maybe the Panzer 3 is also a threat. Yeah, let's try to at least harm it. This won't work. Problem really is, fuck it. Try to shoot at the tank. The chance to hit is just too low. It doesn't matter what we shoot, we're not gonna hit. So this is definitely a delay in action in every sense of the goddamn word. Not sure what we can realistically do here. Ah. Yeah, move forward. I don't really see us having much of a chance to win this. Yeah, I just don't see it. On the positive side, we don't have to do much during these turns because we can't do much. Forces will never amount to anything. It might amount to delaying action if we can take back these flags for a turn or two. 88 will slaughter the fort if none of the tanks will. The longer it'll survive, the better, but it'll be abandoned in a turn or two, even if it doesn't get destroyed, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, 88. Severe damage to the bunker. What I want to do is basically, if I can, get at least a few units to the end of the bridge. It's too late now though. I guess if you would want to have some kind of a fighting chance, it might have been better to pull everything you think you can to the after the final wave. Routed, but it's still there, so it'll take a little bit of firing to take out, but that's not gonna amount to much. Thankfully the AA gun is now out in practical terms. There's gonna be another one, so if we could force those out, that would be great. Now you're just routed, you're pretty much routed too. These guys are dead, there's nothing I can do. Green infantry. Chances of green infantry being able to do something is... yeah, that's about as low as you can get. Have to do something. We probably should just try to assault one of them. Shoot as much as you possibly can. Retreating. Yeah, these are not Um, we should move, but we can't. Hopeless, hopeless, hopeless. Okay, set range. Fine. Hopefully we haven't been spotted, but we probably have, and they're just gonna slaughter us. Yep. Not much is gonna happen here. They're going to just walk all over us, and that's it. I have to say, I'm not looking forward to these early war scenarios all that much, because there's not much tech to be had, and doesn't look like there's much in these fights either way. There's one side that is much better equipped than the other, and that's it. Yeah. Even at point blank range, we couldn't do shit. I'm sure these fights can be sort of a you can have some kind of a historical interest in fighting these, but you don't really have a lot to do either way. You at least having regular troops would have been something. Greens are just going to do one thing. Greens are just going to fold immediately, and that's the end of it. And even our artillery with the goddamn field guns. Positioning is questionable at best. It's like they're trying to protect that one goddamn flag there. Uh, how about the goddamn bridge? If that's the only possible way they can come here, surely a little bit more firepower than one fort would be needed. Yeah, these guys are pretty much in full shape, in perfect condition, and they're still routed. Oh. I'm hoping to do a little bit of interference work with the cavalry. Maybe not. If we could take something. Okay, what exactly can we do? Route it. Route it. Route it. No one's doing anything. Everything is just milling about route it. Okay, this guy can. He's retreating. Uh, it's turn 4. No, they shouldn't have too much trouble here. 16 turns. If we get to turn 10, something like that, and they're only halfway through the map, then we might have a chance. Yeah, we did kill something! And it's the always supreme cavalry that did it. Excellent. As pointless as that is, it will actually help. Because by the time they reach the final points, if there's enough units killed, we can basically hold them for a while. Route it. Pretty typical truck with an anti-air machine. This is also good because some of them are basically just driving forward at full speed, so the ranks are breaking up. They have a couple of good tanks and others, but they're basically stuck in the mud, more or less. Swamp, to be exact, so... Yeah. Situation might be more interesting than initially thought. They don't have to shoot us all that much. Ooh, we're pinned. Which means we are actually able to fire. Brought it. Retreating. Retreating is also good. Very good. Retreating means you can probably get it back under control after a while. Question is, should I try to go in there and harass them a little bit or not? You have a range of 2, 3. Really? Well, fine, fine. No point having visibility here then at all, is there? To do with you? Smoke ammo 8. Try to save yourself. We could try to maintain our positions hidden and then recapture some of these earlier flags. I don't think I want to even try to do that. Simply because I want to see if I can stop their advance somehow, not if I can get out something other than a victory out of trickery. Yeah, we're gonna be slaughtered. Chances of success on an assault is so abysmally low that nothing's really happening. Well, need to do better. As long as we're pinned, we're totally useless. I do want to go for the flags though. Ooh, yeah, that ended shortly. Whatever. It wasn't exactly what I expected, anything else, so destroy it if you can. It's right there. You can't take it out, you can't take anything out. Has an armor of 1. Green. It has 4 weaponry and couldn't do shit. Okay, this is an interesting situation. It's more about who starts to act first. The tanks are in a very good position to start firing on us. You cannot act. Sure. Can you go in and destroy it? Here at least we have our first chance to do some kind of delaying action. So we have 2 groups that can act. Basically 1. And nothing. Need to retreat properly. Crap. Let's see what happens. Tanks are almost impossible for us to destroy, but we might be able to immobilize them. Truck should be very well within our capability to destroy. Crap. Ooh, we got slaughtered. I thought the destroyed vehicle might provide cover. Assault fails. Everything fails. We surrender. And now, yeah. Massive casualties. This is sort of very annoying because you can't really rely on reaction fire being able to achieve anything, and assaults never work. We've had a half a dozen assaults and no, we don't even have a single success. Everything has just failed. Ooh. Position. Suppression is so goddamn high. And quite a few of their vehicles is just waiting up here. So we're not even fighting the whole group, we're fighting like maybe 2/3 of it. And still we really aren't making even be able to slow it down. Yeah, everything's routed. They're totally incapable of doing anything. Could you hit there? It's like right in front of you. It's not gonna get better than this. Yeah. It was a proper hit, but that's all it was. And we're done. And we failed in the assault, and we're totally incapable of doing anything else. That's our life. We're in various stages of just running away. Ah, I I just don't understand these scenarios because there's nothing really to even fight about these. You have one side that is basically designed to just fold as possible, and another, well, if you had regular infantry, things could work, but green, it can work. It might be doable, but you'd have to really think about this. Maybe retry a few times, see what really works. Yeah, this might be the only place where we have a chance. And by chance, I mean maybe a chance to delay them a little bit, but you probably can't shoot there. So yeah, you can see the positioning of these is also quite questionable. They're like a totally blind area. Pinned, oh my god, you might be able to shoot once. Shoot! Excellent. As terrible as that is, that's pretty much the best we can hope for. Okay. Retreating. Seriously? Ah, fuck you. Can't even hit a tank when you're right next to it. Rear armor, assault fail. We're so suppressed we can't do shit. Yeah, that's. Ah. I feel like green is a bit too green if you get my meaning. It's not like these don't seem like people who've had basic training and were put into fight. These seem like people who were given a gun and a uniform and told to fight, with no prior experience or anything, no training. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, my playing of the Belgium side is pretty much damage control on every turn, no ability to really attack. Every assault fails. Every time we're shot, our unit is routed and incapable of continuing the fight. It's Yeah, green is too green. It's totally incapable of doing combat. I'm not sure how you would more accurately portray that, because yeah, I can see some green units acting like this, but surely not all of them. Surely it's more like you don't really know until you are in a firefight, sure, but not everyone can be the failure in there. Some groups should sort of rise to the occasion and act more like regular troops, not become regular after being basically a total failure and running away for a few missions. There should be something in between, something that at least some units could stand their ground while regular units. But I'm sure there has to be some way of having an decreased performance, and a game has to simulate it somehow. But not this. This is it's too big of a negative, and it's universal, so there are no exceptions. It's everyone has to suffer from it. Yeah, there will be no more fighting in this sector. We have a fair. We didn't suffer that many casualties. We're in actually fairly good condition still, but no one. Everyone's refusing to fight. This isn't a trained military. Yeah, definitely would have to be regulars. I don't know historically how trained Belgian soldiers were. Maybe they haven't seen any fighting, but I still wish. I would still think you'd have something closer to regular after that training. No, the one positive thing I guess is that there's another group here, is that your groups tend to stay in fairly good condition overall, because they'll always retreat. You can't achieve anything with them, but they're also pretty hard to take down, because they always just run. Every time they'll just run. I really want to move on to the later war missions, or at least to fights where the strengths would be more comparable to each other. Something like this area of British versus German, for example. Should be fighting in France. As far as the equipment is concerned, there should be a good match for the Germans. We destroyed something, holy fucking miracle. The German quality advantage is more of a late war thing, and even then they don't have the numbers, at least quality wise, compared to most opposition. I would say even the Soviet Union, but Soviet Union has a great cost versus performance unit. So it's a good unit that isn't so incredibly expensive as the German good unit. So you can always have pretty much at least a 2-to-1 advantage versus the German unit. So you're it's in that sense it's a superior unit to have. and it's just a thing that doesn't really, you can't really see it on this tactical scale. You have access to the better German units, you probably have a better force on the field as far as quality is concerned, but Soviet Union could probably throw those higher quality units on a entire front scale. So when other sides could have hundreds of good units, the other side have thousands of comparable tanks. So even if you have a slight take advantage or quality advantage, it's not gonna mean shit at that point. Yeah, nothing happening. So in a surprise move, nothing's been happening here for a while. Yeah, Belgian power. Not sure. I think this group might probably start moving and retake these. There might be a little bit of a split as far as the frontline troops are concerned. I doubt much of a split though. Yeah, the fort killed something, and it's retreating. So it was basically just a reaction fire. Ah, that's wonderful. Routed. Yep, everything's routed. Routed, 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 routed. Okay, that's 5, 6, that's a 9-man crew right there. No, 10. So there's no casualties and it's routed. God's sakes. Why are you so bad? Still, turn 10 and they're basically at halfway point. So I think we can prevent them at least from getting everything. They're trying to destroy the fort. They'll not destroy it, but they'll force it to be abandoned. Same with here. Yeah, turn 11 and they're not even here yet. So yeah, I don't know how tough of a mission this would be for the Germans. After all, yeah, the guys are routed, sure, but you're still struggling at the halfway point when you should be reaching at the final third at this point. So, hold your positions. Retreating means they're sort of getting themselves under control. Yep, not doing that badly. It's hard to see the situation being exactly great either, but we're still here, we're still breathing. Run away! That's the cavalry's cavalry surrenders. They have real trouble getting rid of the fort. We're lucky they'll be stuck there for a turn or two more. Yeah, it's not a total loss. They'll probably win this, but it's more marginal than it initially appeared. I'm not sure if I could have won this with the Germans either. Probably yes, because unlike the Germans, I would not have left a significant amount of troops on the far side of the river. And I have a fairly good grasp of how long it just takes to drive from one end of the map to the other. So there's very few turns where you can stand still. So with every turn you have to move closer to your full amount. And that's exactly what they do. I'm just trying to cover my own ass here a little bit. Rotate, 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 rotate. Everything's rotate. Oh, that's in position. Ah, crap. Yeah, we managed to have them drop their infantry. Ah, not exactly a glorious way to fight, but whatever. Fort destroyed. We'll control that, that's a miracle. Won't last. Yeah, probably should start move these toward here too. There are a lot of good scenarios in this game, but I feel these low-tech delay missions aren't those. Because your options are fairly limited. You're literally just throwing bodies in front of the enemy that have close to zero probability of actually achieving anything. So it's more about you're losing. Yeah, you're taking massive casualties, but you're losing because the AI is focusing on killing every troop you have instead of just moving forward and capturing the objectives. There's very little actual fighting going on. Turn 13. Probably won't end at turn 16 either. That might actually die if we get good hits on it. Might be able to disable this one. Or not. Route it. 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 Pin. Holy shit. Yeah, shoot at the trucks. You might be able to hit a truck and affect the truck. Might as well shoot. They're gonna shoot at us on the next turn, so might be desperation fire, but what isn't at this point? Everything's routed. Retreating. Routed. Yep. 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 I don't think the assault attempts are quite pointless as I make them up to be. Because if they get assaulted, the vehicle is probably in a bad situation. I mean, it loses a lot of its ability to function. So it's a minor delay on it. The game probably will reward him a couple of extra turns. Not sure if it's enough. Can't see anything, can't see anything. Okay, what can we do? Abandoned bunker, crew routed, retreating, pinned, dug in. Okay, that's great. Retreating, routed, 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 reading. Okay, can you do anything? Yeah. Surprisingly, the fort is still here. The crew hasn't abandoned it. They aren't assaulting it. Reading, routed, pinned. Yeah, you know the drill. Next turn. Yeah, running away, running away, running away, running away. Smoking a little bit, running away. They're just wasting too much time trying to get all the kills. Yeah, as bad as that seemed initially, they didn't actually move forward all that much. Routed, routed, pinned. Ooh, crap. Can shoot something. Routed, routed, retreating, routed, 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 routed. Yeah. Ooh, pinned. Positioned! Holy crap, haven't seen this in a while. It's unable to take action. And that's pretty much it. Exciting possibilities. Once you start to get to infantry that's at least regular and has some kind of anti-tank weapon, then you can start doing proper missions no matter which side you play on. This, well, it's a defend mission. There's no way this group could hold out. Definitely a delaying action. Destruction. And that is why you fail. What does it matter if my green troops are alive or not? Turn 16. Still no sight of the enemy. It's a great thing. Wonderful thing. And everyone's routed. Yep. So no one's gonna be doing anything. Except. Oh yeah. They'll get maybe 60%. Well, roughly 2/3 of the victory flags. They get a couple turn more, they'll probably get a little bit more, but they'll never get all of them. They just didn't enough time. And we have the heaviest defenses on the flags. Turn 17, yeah, I sort of guessed it's going to get extended. It'll work against us, but we already knew that. No surprises, yeah, can't do crap. Ooh, it's an assault boat here. So the area where all our even half interesting units were was never reached. And the green infantry that was never going to oppose them really was scattered about, and that's about it. German 307, Belgium 513. Clearly we were a superior army. You have fought to a draw and have suffered heavy losses. The enemy has remained on the field of battle despite the losses inflicted upon them. Our forces will have to try again at another time. Yep. So basically they were crushing us totally, and an arbitrary deadline decided that we did okay. Hopefully future missions are a little bit more interesting as this. I'd like... We would have to have some kind of major faction versus another major faction. The equipment will still be shit, but at least there will be some kind of a proper fight going.